We ready then?
Yes, ready.
Well, very good afternoon. This is Derek Disley. Welcome you to the 1992 Wigan Summer Sevens. Our opening match in the first round this afternoon sees Lancashire against Yorkshire, with Halifax in opposition against Salford. Halifax, playing in blue and white, will line up at 1 Mark Preston, 2 Henry Sharp, 3 Mark Bailey, 4 Chris Robinson, 8 Mark Perrott, 9 Roy Southernwood, 10 Jimmy Irvin and 14 Gary Richardson. Salford in the second choice strip of amber and white line up at 1 Martin Burkett, 2 Paul O'Neill, 3 John Gilfillan, 4 Sean Brown, 8 Jason Critchley, 9 Jed Stasiker, 10 Tex Evans and 14 Steve Gibson. And it's Halifax in possession from the kick-off with Bailey. Matches up to the final are 7.5 minutes each way, and now a break on here for Halifax. Good covering in centre field there from Gilfillan. Kick comes in now from Irvin. Good chase. First man up is Mark Preston, the ex-Wigan speed merchant. Kicks it ahead. That should go well for him. And the try is given as early as 38 seconds on my watch. Mark Preston scores the first try of the afternoon, and Halifax lead by 4 points to 0. So just the start the Yorkshire side wanted. First time in possession, get points on the board. So I think it's Southernwood with the conversion attempt. It's wide, and Halifax lead by 4 points to 0. So Sean Brown with the restart at the centre for Salford. On to Tex Evans. Evans looking for a way outside. Henry Sharp, but no way through, but Salford just short of the Halifax 25, looking to spread it out now. Brown again, short ball to Gilfillan. He's well rocked up, 3-man tattle in centre field. Last tattle indicates our referee, Mr. Cummins. Stasiker kicks, the chase is on for O'Neill. Critchley is first one back, but he doesn't win the chase. Up on the outside comes Paul O'Neill, and Salford are back on level terms at 4 points each. So Martin Burkett with the opportunity to put Salford ahead for the first time in the game. Both sides have possession once, both sides come up with a try. So Burkett's first attempt. 4 points each at the moment. It remains at 4 points each. And Halifax will have the tap restart with Roy Southernwood. So Southernwood with the restart. Robinson's long ball out to Perrott. Great tattle from Evans. So what can Halifax do again? Ball's lost by Robinson, took his eye off the ball, and Jason Critchley breaks clear for Salford. Twice in possession, 2 tries on the board. Good round of applause for that break from Jason Critchley. 4 minutes of the first half gone. Salford now lead by 8 points to 4. Our first two substitutions of the competition. Gary Richardson comes on to replace Mark Perrott, and Steve Gibson comes on. I'm not sure who's gone off for Salford, but it's Martin Burkitt with a chance to increase his side's lead by a further 2 points. This time he's successful. Burkitt's conversion makes it a scoreline here in the opening match of the Wigan Sevens of Halifax 4 points, Salford 10. The ball's out for Preston again. Preston using his pace on the outside. Has he got it? No, great cover tackle from John Gilfillan. So we'll have our first scrum of the tournament. 20 yards from the Salford try line. 5 minutes of this first half gone. Possession to Salford. Brown comes up with it. Quickly in with the tackle is his opposite number, Robinson. Gibson gets the ball back. Half break from Gibson, looking for his speed merchants. Good dummy from Burkitt. Burkitt to Gibson. Gibson tattled in the end by Sharp. Too many men in that movement for Salford, but they got a good line out here. Burkitt, but he goes back in field. Brings it out now to Stasica. Out to Gibson. Gibson cuts back inside. The inside ball to Sean Brown. And Salford are in for the third try in just 6 minutes. This time the try scorer, Sean Brown, to add to the two already scored by Paul O'Neill and Jason Critchley. And from that shaky start, Salford score every time they've had possession. Lead by 14 points to 4, and Burkitt with another conversion to follow. So Burkitt's third attempt, 1 from 2 before this. Makes it 2 from 3 attempts. Salford in command now, leading by 16 points to 4. So Roy Southernwood back at the centre with the restart for Halifax once again. Halifax changed directions, the long ball out to Sharp. He's well wrapped up by O'Neill though. Irving moves it out to Robinson. Robinson to Bailey. Bailey back to Robinson. Has he got the pace down centre field? Great tattle coming in there from Stasica. Kick ahead for Preston to chase once more. Is it too strong? Yes, it is. The kick came in from Irving. It was just too strong for the chasing Mark Preston. Chances lost. Salford will tap from their own 25. There in fact goes the hooter to bring to an end the first half of the opening match of the tournament. It's a scoreline here at Central Park of Halifax 4 points, Salford 16. So it'll be Halifax to kick off in this second half. 7.5 minutes to go. Salford in command at 16 points to 4. So Irving gets the second half underway. Taken by Gibson. Side steps inside. Wrapped up and stopped by Irving. And Salford in possession inside their own 25. So Stasica now moves it right. It's now on to Critchley, who's come back. Ball keeps moving, it's now out to Evans. Has Evans got the pace outside? He certainly looks like it. He's chased by substitute Richardson. Gets a good inside ball to Burkitt. Burkitt dodges and weaves, and Salford are in. In less than 30 seconds of the second half, Martin Burkitt scores his first try of the competition. And Salford running away with it now, leading Halifax by 20 points to 4. So Burkitt once more with the conversion attempt. 2 from 3 attempts in the first half. And it's wide with this one. So the scoreline remains at 20 points to 4. Burkitt goes off on the far side and O'Neill returns on this near side. So Halifax losing their way a little at the moment. Southernwood plays it back to Sharp. Sharp moves it out. The long ball from Irvine. Finds substitute Richardson. Good ball play now from Halifax. The kick comes in from Irvine, but Salford have got a man back. And Irvine makes, having made the kick, makes the chase and tattle on Brown. Oh, Stasica takes it up this time, brought down by Sharp. Rain begins to come down here at Central Park. Gibson now. Oh, that was well forward, but it's thrown away. Hiked on by Mark Preston, and the referee must give Halifax a penalty here. In fact, that's the first penalty of the game. I think Salford knew if Preston got clear, it was 4 points on the board for Halifax. They get away with it. Southernwood now. Ball comes back to Robinson. Now with Irvine. Irvine looking for a way round. Throws a loose pass out to Sharp. Passing is leaving a little to be desired from the Yorkshiremen at the moment. A bit desperate. Now here's a break on and looks like a try for Chris Robinson. Halifax are going to want 1 or 2 more of those though. Reduces the deficit to 12 points with the conversion to follow. It's now Halifax 8 points, Salford 20. So Chris Robinson adds on the conversion to his own try. Halifax in with a fighting chance now, trailing by 20 points to 10. Brown with the tap, first man in is Critchley, back to Brown. It already worked an overlap, but Evans can't take the pass. Backwards indicates referee Cummins. Gibson now to Brown. Misses out Critchley, brings in Stasica. Good overlap here, Gilfillan gets it away to O'Neill. Great cover tattle though from Sharp. Stasica behind the play, the ball out to Critchley, on to Brown now. Brown kicks ahead. It's taken over his own line though by Robinson, and Halifax will drop out from under their own posts. So Halifax got to score twice to pull this one out of the bag. Time against them. Drop out comes from Robinson, and the man chasing back for Salford is Paul O'Neill. He picks the ball up and takes the tattle from Southernwood. Stasica now goes left to Critchley. Critchley kicks ahead. Critchley kicks it again and wins the chase and scores his second try of the game. Jason Critchley virtually wraps the game up now for Salford with that try. 24 points to 10. Salford's 5th try of the match. So Sean Brown now taking over the goal kicking role. Burkitt having been substituted. Burkitt has come back on to replace Gilfillan. No mistake from Sean Brown. Scoreline now of Halifax 10 points, Salford 26. So what can Halifax do in reply? Here goes Sharp. Tries to go outside Brown. Brown slings him into touch. Good play from Brown. Salford know they've got this one in the bag and are on the way to the semi-final. Brown with the feed. Salford come up with possession. Gets it out to Evans. Tattler is Bailey. Gibson now. Moves it right. Out to Burkitt. Back to Evans. Salford got men over here. O'Neill looking for a way down centre field. Great tattle though from Bailey. Last tattle indicates the referee. Brown to Burkitt. Back to O'Neill. To Critchley. Critchley throws it backwards. Picked up by Burkitt. Burkitt gets away from Perrett's tattle. Then gets a long ball out to Gibson. Gibson takes them on, shows it to Richardson, goes inside. Preston and Richardson on the chase. They're not going to catch him. Fine try from Steve Gibson. Makes the scoreline 30 points to 10. And the conversion to follow. So Steve Gibson, having scored the try, becomes Salford's third goal kicker in this match. Right in front of the post. Makes no mistake. Halifax 10 points, Salford 32. There goes the hooter to bring to an end this opening match in the Wigan Summer Sevens of 1992, and it's victory for Lancashire over Yorkshire, Salford beating Halifax by 32 points to 10. So we kick off with the second game in the Wigan Sevens. It's between Wakefield Trinity, the team in possession now, and the reigning second division champion Sheffield Eagles, of course, promoted to the first division for the coming season. So Paul Round releasing the ball on the far side. Wild ball thrown away. Recovered for Wakefield by Wright. Once again, 7.5 minutes each way. A kick ahead. Well covered though by Michael for Sheffield. So Sheffield in possession for the first time in the game. All Yorkshire battle for a place against Salford in the first semi-final. Mark Aston had a couple of games on the Great Britain Tour Down Under. And the first turnover of the day goes the way of Wakefield Trinity. David Jones looks for Paul Round on the outside. Round manages to get the ball away to Bell in the tattle. And a fine chase on, good covering back though by Price for Sheffield. Kick ahead, kick dead though. Sheffield forced to drop out from under their own post. It'll be Mark Aston with a dropout. Kick goes deep. So Wakefield back in possession on halfway. Good run, ball's out to right. Fine break by Wright. Good cover though by Sheffield. Jones looking for Paul Round on the outside. And the first try of this second match comes after 2 minutes play, and the try scorer is Paul Round, and Wakefield lead by 4 points to 0. Well, the conversion attempt from the far touchline is narrowly wide, so Wakefield remain ahead by that Paul Round try, leading Sheffield by 4 points to 0. So what have Sheffield got to offer in reply? Got a good line out here. Aston's fine ball finds Michael. Great defence though by Bell for Wakefield. A good break on the outside here. Should be a try for David Plange. Quick reply was what the Eagles wanted. David Plange and David Michael worked it between them to put them back on level terms at 4 points each. So it'll be Mark Aston with his first kick of the afternoon to try and put the Eagles ahead for the first time in the match. Narrowly wide. 4.5 minutes of the first half gone. Scores level. Sheffield Eagles 4 points, Wakefield Trinity 4 points. So referee Alan Buck stops the clock whilst we retrieve the ball. It's a tap by Conway from halfway onto Round. Ball is loose again, dropped on by Sheffield. Poor play from Wakefield. Wakefield of course were runners up in last year's competition. Aston dodging and weaving. It's the ball out. Knocked on over on the far side. They'd worked the overlap well. So we'll scrum it on halfway. Possession to Trinity, but a knock on by Conway. Referee not happy. Aston with the feed once more. Just drops on the ball to take possession. Round completes the stop for Trinity. 4 points each. What have Sheffield got to offer? Breakdown centre field, good support. Michael once more, dodging and weaving. Round makes the tattle, the ball is lost, and Trinity come up with possession. 6 minutes of the first half gone. Conway gets the ball away in the tattle to Jones. Jones wrapped up in centre field by Aston and Michael. Bell now. It's out to right, on to Paul Round. Round with the kick ahead. The chase is on. Good covering by Sheffield. They've no one back at the moment for him to play the ball to. Michael comes up with it. Gives his side chance to recover. Aston now. All on for the chase. And the chase is on. And it falls kindly for Wakefield in the end. Bell now. Wrapped up on halfway. Jones now. Long pass out to right. Right with the kick for Paul Round to chase. Round against Aston. Aston will be forced to kick dead. And the Eagles will drop out from under their own post. Paul Round asking for someone to substitute him. Sheffield in no hurry to get on with things. So still 4 points each as the hooter comes to bring to an end. Very disappointing first 7.5 minutes from both sets of players.